Welcome to Rochambeau, the podcast about unique competitions, extraordinary events, and other amazing adventures. I'm Ted.
And I'm Kim. Happy to have you guys here.
Yeah, welcome back. Kim, do you like cheese?
I love cheese. I
love
often have said a world without cheese is a world I don't want to live in.
Okay.
Oh my God, Ted's whipping out snacks.
I brought snacks.
This is a first.
Uh-huh. This isn't the type of cheese of which we are going to talk about today.
We're going to talk about cheese?
We're going to talk about... Do you like goat cheese? This is goat cheese.
I love goat cheese.
Okay, let's have a little goat cheese. All
right.
Get into the story.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is almost as good as when you brought me the thumb wrestling ring. You're not setting me up for some crazy surprise,
No,
right?
no.
Okay, this is just cheese. Okay, good.
So I was trying to find a certain kind of cheese, a double Gloucester cheese. You know what that is? Gloucester cheese kind of comes in a big round from Gloucester, England, and they throw that sucker down a hill.
That's right.
And people chase it.
So today's episode...
Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling and Wake.
This is awesome. We've been talking about this for so long.
Yeah, this is one we've all seen and gawped at online.
These giant wheels of cheese rolling down a hill and people chasing them.
Yep. So the event is best summed up this way. This is a quote that I found. 20 young men chasing a cheese off a cliff and tumbling 200 yards to the bottom, where they are scraped up by paramedics and packed off to the hospital.
Oh my gosh, they really do get hurt,
They really do get hurt. That was from an Australian participant back in, I think, 2009. Yeah. And that's basically what it is. You chase cheese down a hill.
That's crazy.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah. All right. First, let me talk a little bit about the event. It's an annual event held on the spring bank holiday, which this year was Monday, May 27th. The cheddar is thrown at Cooper's Hill. That's the hill. Just outside of Brockworth, population 39, tiny little village, near Gloucester in England. That's roughly between Birmingham and Bristol.
39 people.
39 people. And it blows up now that the cheese rolling comes to town.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's probably only like 6 houses. Where do people stay?
Right. I don't know. It was originally held just for the people of the village, but now, of course, people from around the world. And like the road in town, it's a good bit of history.
Is this going to be all cheesy?
There's going to be some cheese in here. Yeah.
Whatever. You have my heart. You brought snacks.
You want some more?
No, I'm good right
Okay.
now. Thank you.
Well, so there is a long history to this. The first written evidence of cheese rolling is found in a message written to the Gloucester town crier in 1826.
What did the town crier have to say about it?
Hey, look out for the cheese. Hey, look out for the cheese over there. That's my British accent.
That's so weird. All of your other accents sound like people from India.
Yeah, but
Not this one. He sounds like he's from New York.
Yeah, don't be weird.
Okay. Cool.
So, as the Asagio goes...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Should I be counting? This is 2?
That's 3.
3. What was the first one?
I said cheddar. Throw the cheddar.
Uh-huh.
It's not cheddar.
No, it's not.
There's also pagan origins to this ceremony.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. They started the custom of rolling stuff down the hill. It was thought that bundles of burning brushwood were rolled down the hill to represent the birth of the new year after winter.
Neat.
Yeah. And they still kind of uphold this to this day. They scatter buns, biscuits, and sweets at the top of the hill.
Before they roll the cheese?
Yeah. The Bachelor ceremony does that. Isn't that cute?
It is, but also throwing some sweets on the ground and nobody's eating them.
Nobody's
They're
eating
just
them.
rolling over them.
Well, they thought it was a fertility rite to encourage the fruits of harvest.
Oh, pagans.
No, I love the pagans.
Yes.
Either that or it was about maintaining grazing rights on the common. So, no notes for sure, but it's a Gouda story. I already used Gouda. Damn it.
We're going to hold at 3.
All right. Okay, now this bit is interesting. And you know when you say that, it's really not going to be that interesting. Up until 2010, it was an organized event. There were people who ran it and organized everything. And they tried to charge a fee and have all the good stuff. But there was a big backlash. So they backed out and they said, we're canceling it.
And the backlash was because people get so hurt.
Right. Yeah. And the town and people said, screw it, we're going to do it anyways. And since then, they've done it anyways.
Yeah, it's the same thing
It's the
now,
same
right?
thing, yeah. I think there's definitely organization now. There's the MCs and there's a lot of paramedics on the ground and stuff.
Gosh.
Yeah. All right. Well, what goes down at the cheese rolling, you ask?
I do.
You do. Thank you. Well, there are 3 main parts to this Munster event.
4.
4. Thank you. The hill, the cheese, and the chasers.
The hill, yeah? Okay.
That's pretty much it. The hill, Cooper's Hill. From the top, you can't see the bottom because it's convex. The hill drops away at near a 70-degree angle. That's like not quite vertical, but getting there.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah. So it goes from 70 degrees to 50 degrees, then plunges again, then levels out, then falls off before flattening out at the bottom. And as you've seen from the videos and stuff, it's uneven grass, there's holes, there's other hazards, and you start off sitting down and you tumble your way down.
Oh my gosh.
The cheese. So the cheese, as I said, is a double Gloucester cheese, traditionally 7 to 9 pounds. Gloucester cheese is the traditional semi-hard cheese, which was made in Gloucestershire, England, since the 16th century, and at one time was made with only the milk of the once nearly extinct Gloucester cattle. Yeah. There's 2 types of Gloucester cheese, single and double. Both have a natural rind and a hard texture, but the single is more crumbly. Yeah, lighter in texture and lower in fat. Double Gloucester is allowed to age for longer than single, has a stronger and more savory flavor, and is also slightly firmer.
I could talk about cheese all day.
I know, and it comes in a wheel, which is very important to the story.
Yes, obviously. Couldn't come in a square.
No, that'd be...
Cube.
Maybe that's how they started. And the cheese gets a 1 second head start, and it can reach up to speeds of 70 miles per hour. Yeah. So that's fast and dangerous, and so fast that in 2013 they started using a foam replica of the cheese.
Is it just one cheese and all people are tasting the same cheese, or are there multiple cheese rolls?
There's multiple cheese rolls. There's multiple races.
Okay.
So I think there's last time I looked, 5 races.
Gotcha.
There'll be a women's and a kids and other ones, but there's 5 heats. And I don't know how many people, let's say.
But per heat, 1 cheese roll.
Per heat, 1 cheese roll.
It's like Extreme Who Moved My Cheese.
It really is. It really is. And now we have the chasers. Those are the crazy
people.
Right. I didn't want to say crazy people because we don't say
I'm
that.
saying it, crazy people.
Okay, crazy
Crazy in the most beautiful, wonderful way.
Right. I was going to say loonies and nut jobs too. But I would never say that about these people.
No, they are crazy, interesting people who have
a strong passion for cheese
and no care for their own physical well-being.
Right. It's
a unique combination.
It is. Yeah. And it's
you're struggling for a cheese pun. I
got
can
a cheese
see
pun.
it
I know,
in
it's
your
ruined.
eyes. That's amazing.
It's not your first time you caught me thinking of a pun. There we go.
We'll give you 5.
All right. Whew. All right, so the first one across the line wins the cheese. Of course, that's not easy. People are flying, flipping, basically yard sailing down the hill. There's a lot of debris. Debris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Almost went over my head. 6.
Yeah. And if you do make it down the hill, you're moving really fast. You know, some people are actually have gotten up and running this point. So there's a local rugby team to tackle you. So you don't fly into the spectators. Yeah. And then they pile on you.
So are they at strategic points down the hill?
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the hill at the finish line, and they tackle you. Isn't that awesome? And then they pile on you, all for the safety of the spectators.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It has been noted to overcome their fear, most cheese roll runners, I guess that's what they actually call them, rely on what they call Dutch courage, which I think is drinking.
I've never heard that. I never thought of the Dutch as big drinkers.
I haven't either. So you were asking about injuries, or you're about to?
Well, no, I mean, it's lingering over this entire topic is how hurt people get.
Yeah, and watching a lot of these stories we do, I'm like, I want to go do that. I want to go to Meow Wolf. I want to go to this thing. You know, this one I don't want to go do this one at all. Maybe a younger me would have done this because it's silly, and
maybe these people aren't wearing helmets, are they?
No.
Oh, yeah.
One man just wore a jockstrap.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He said it helped with aerodynamics.
Okay.
He's got some big gorgonzolas there. Yeah. Okay.
Sticking at 6.
Yeah. So a lot of broken bones, twisted bits, head injuries. No deaths yet, which is
great.
Good. Lots of
that would
broken
definitely
things.
be darker days.
Yeah. But here's some interesting injury stories. 4 adults and 4 children were zapped by lightning when a sudden thunderstorm erupted at the 1982 cheese roll.
Whoa.
Yeah, but as soon as the rain cleared, they did the roll anyways.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Oh, and one of those boys hit by lightning in 1982 went on the run in the race 10 years later. He entered again in 1982. He snapped his thigh bone in half doing that.
No.
And he won an 18-inch pin in his leg. He didn't take the hint that he should not be running down that hill.
Oh my gosh. 10 years later, after being struck by lightning, he snaps his leg in half.
The thigh bone.
What type of force is needed to snap a thigh bone?
I don't know.
Also, I don't think it's called a thigh bone.
It says thigh bone right here in my notes. The Cheese Chase Chaos of 1990.
Oh, there's a story.
Sounds like a movie. Cheese Chase Chaos. 22 injuries, including a 59-year-old grandma knocked out by a cheese.
Aye.
Yeah.
So she wasn't even chasing it. She just got hit in the face with a whole bunch of cheese.
Yeah, must have been a rogue fort.
7.
And then in 1997, 37 people injured, including 7 spectators.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So sometimes people do win this thing. In fact, there's been a lot of repeat winners.
Do they sometimes not have a winner?
No, they always have a winner.
Okay.
That's just for dramatic effect.
I understand.
Yeah.
Ruined.
Yeah. Although I did notice in a couple occasions the race was canceled either due to weather or what's the wild foot mouth?
Oh, I'm just going to watch you struggle
disease?
Right now.
Mad cow disease.
Foot and mouth disease?
Foot and mouth disease, yeah.
Yeah.
Wild foot mouth. Yeah. They would cancel it because of wild foot mouth. But they still rolled the cheese down the hill just to keep the tradition going.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people didn't chase it because
wild foot mouth.
Yeah. So I'm just going to recap just a couple of winners. These are some repeat winners. The men's, Chris Anderson has won 22 times.
Wow.
And then he retired. Steve Guide, G-Y-D-E, 21 times. And Steve Bain, 18 times.
Very cool.
Yeah, and so some of these guys like
Champions.
Steve Guide, and I was looking at the list of winners, and he shows up as early as like 1980 or 1982 or something like that. So he was around way back in the day. And then for the ladies, Flo Early has an awesome name for one, and she has won 4 times. Rosemary Cook, decent name, 3 times, 1953, 1955, and 1956. Amanda Turner, Dion Carter, and Lucy Townsend have each won 3.
Good job, people.
Yeah. I mean, that's cheese rolling.
That is a wonderful story.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, like I said, this is the one I don't want to go to.
Yeah.
But the videos do look awesome, and I saw some on their Facebook page.
Will you put something on our website?
I will.
So people can see a little video?
Yep, it was cool. Like there's a solid community around it. Like they were having a blast, and everyone was smiling. You know, it's a great time. So
That's
I actually
awesome.
would want to go.
Yeah.
And remember, Kim, we wanted to do this as an earlier episode.
We did.
And we were looking for
we
people.
get in touch with anyone?
I think you try to find an organizer.
Yeah.
And this is why you couldn't find one, because there isn't one. Yeah, there's no official people, I don't think.
Well, no wonder no one ever wrote me back.
Yeah, because there wasn't any. You just sent it out into the ether.
Got it.
I wish that was a cheese.
Yes, I bet you do. 7? Maybe 7.
7. Well, that's cheese rolling. Go do it. How about I start the calendar this week?
That would be lovely.
All right, let's do it.
What you got?
So mine is the beautiful and wonderful Lotus and Water Lily Festival at Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens in Washington, D.C.
Oh, my gosh. What does that mean?
Well, it's a 2-day festival with performances from cultures around the world, family fun, games, arts, craft, and the amazingly beautiful lotuses and water lilies in the full bloom. Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it's just a lovely family day out. Nothing weird about it. Just frickin' beautiful.
Nothing weird about it.
Nope.
Just some flowers.
Just some flowers and water
That's
lilies.
great.
Those are flowers, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
But it looks like fun. If
Yeah.
I was in Washington, D.C. on July 13th, I for sure would be there.
You know, and that's pretty close to home for us.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of things that are a little further away from home. One that I know you've heard about,
Right.
because everyone's heard about it. This is so part of world history, but the running of the bulls that happens in Pamplona, Spain. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Is actually
You did say Spain correctly.
I did. Thank you. In Spain. It actually started already. It started on the 7th and it ends on the 14th. It goes all week long. It's an amazing event that someday I think you and I should both check out.
Ooh, yeah.
I personally don't want to run with the bulls,
Uh-huh.
but I would love to be a spectator. So anyone over the age of 18 can participate. The course is about 875 meters long, and about 2,000 people go running with these bulls.
That's classic old school, unique competition.
I mean, that is OG Rochambeau.
That is OG.
Good stuff. They go through super narrow streets. Each run only takes 2 to 3 minutes, which I found surprising. I just pictured it taking longer. But they have about 6 tame bell oxen leading the way. And they let the oxen out, and then the bulls follow, and then people just try to get out of the way.
So the bulls are after the oxen?
Yes.
Oh, that old gag, huh?
Yeah. And then also this weekend on the 13th is the World Championship Pea Shooting Contest.
Well, Kim, this is a family show. We can't talk about that.
I know, but you know what I'm talking about. Like if you were at school and you were shooting spitballs out of a straw, right? But they do it with peas.
I had a totally different thing.
I bet you did. Saturday the 13th of July is the Witcham 49th Annual World Pea Shooting Championship. It has a little fair and celebration around it. Starts at noon. It's only a couple of quid to enter. Obviously, it's in England because I said quid.
Right. Where in England again?
It's in Cambridgeshire, England. Once again, a very classic Rochambeau event.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably talk to some of these people one day.
Yeah. So I forgot that I also have another one.
What do you got?
Well, on July 14th, which is in New Zealand, their Saturday, that's the start of National Nude Day.
Oh.
Or that is National Nude Day in New Zealand.
I actually saw that
Did
as
you?
well. And I was like, I don't know how to present this. So Ted Ledoux,
This
please
is how you
tell
present it.
me about National Nude Day.
Well, it's the one time a year that all New Zealand can celebrate nudeness, nakedness, and being in the nudie, running free in all your original raw beauty. It's a celebration, Kim, that everyone can participate in. If you're fat, skinny, big, small, firm, soft, flabby, you can all get involved.
As long as you got a suit.
As long as you got a suit, and you got one.
Your birthday suit.
Our bodies are the only thing we own. Be proud of them, no matter what size or shape they're in.
I feel like you're reading something. Whose words are these?
I don't know.
But you're saying them with such sass.
I'm reading from New Zealand at Oz.com.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you, New Zealand at Oz.com. Thank you, New Zealand, for this. And hopefully it'll spread around the world. I've noticed we've had a lot of nude stuff in our queue lately.
Yeah.
Is it summertime? Is that what it is?
I guess so.
Okay. Gonna stop being weird after a little bit. Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll just get weirder.
Maybe
I don't know.
Oh, this is getting weird right now.
If you guys want to learn more about weird stuff and fun events and, you know, everything that we do here, check out our website. It's RochambeauPodcast.com. But specifically, check out our event page where everything that we talk about during these calendar segments is listed.
And if you have something that we need to know about and you want to put it on our calendar, let us know. You could find us on the social media places that people love. RochambeauPodcast@gmail.com is an email address for all you old people.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you enjoyed the program, please consider subscribing and giving us a review.
Hopefully a positive one. And thank you, Cadillac Jones, for the tunes. You rock. Yeah.
Till next time, people.
All right. Goodbye.
It's really good cheese.
Good cheese.
Thanks, Ted.
Smoky pepper jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lady crackers.
A little weird.
A little weird. They're good, though. Bye-bye.